All right. Greetings, all. Thank you for returning to my channel. I'm Professor Noonie. Allow me to welcome you back to Blues and Bullets. We are continuing on with the second episode. We are inside in the submarine, and we are going to search the cargo zone, or investigate the cargo zone to find this woman, I guess. So let's just see what she's, if she's located here.
You're not going to help me?
No. No. Not a detective. And there's too much blood in this tragedy to put it down.
You want blood? I promise you, we've got oceans of it right here. And unlike the blood in your Shakespeare, this is real.
Yet another reason.
Why don't you like shooting?
I did it once. I wasn't good at it. Never again.
I wonder if he was, like, in the war. Why do people keep thinking they recognize him? The Russian dude was the second person, the second person to say that. Nothing in here? Or nothing back here? Oh wait, I can walk back here. This place is pretty wide open. Milton, come break
Where's the
this.
key?
Upstairs. In that office? Let's go upstairs. Wait, what's in here first? I'm sorry. Towels. You know what I haven't done in a while? Gone to a sauna. For kids. Let me do that again so you can see my eyebrows. For kids. Okay. Towel.
They're still damp.
Are there children on board?
Quite the contrast with the rest of the room. I'd almost say it was cleaner than my shower at home.
Is he implying that this area is very well kept, or that it was recently used? Probably recently used. Okay, so let's go up in that office. Ooh, car wash. I mean, even though he's doing like a slow jog, it's still pretty slow. Okay, so what do we have here? Files. Okay, F for files. This is where everything should be. What are we looking at? Paid, paid, paid. Price is this. Are those initials? What's concept mean? Like model? Abdul Kader. KKK. Johnson. Steve. I. Spugmeyer. 008. Malroco. Wow, look at that. A young Negro girl, white middle-aged man. What?
Specific orders. Short, red-haired adolescent. Middle-aged white man. Young Negro girl. Looks like Ivankov was paid for some of them, but some were rejected.
But what are they buying? People? Handsome Latino boy? Young Soviet man? White connected man? I don't know what's going on.
Could this be Sophia Capone? In any case, it seems that someone paid an extremely high price.
Oh, SC. Sophia Capone. The Russians probably came and got her. Oh, that girl! The girl we were looking for this whole time, Sophia Capone.
No
She
doubt
could be in
about
here.
it. Ivankov likes boxing. I knew it. Ha!
So what if he does? Turn around, turn around, turn around. Okay. All vodka. Stroba. Typewriter.
I wonder how many death sentences came out of this thing.
Yeah, pen is mightier than the sword.
Guido Colombo. According to Capone, that's the name Sophia's kidnapper used to pass himself off as her uncle when he took her from the school. We owe this beautiful work of forgery to the talent of Carlo Boccherini. May he rest in peace.
So I think somebody killed Boccherini so he wouldn't say who came to him to have this document forged. So they're trying to cover their tracks, whoever it was that actually planned the kidnapping of Sophia Capone. They wanted to get her. They knew where she was. They needed a way to get her out. So they had a fake ID created by Boccherini, and then after they got what they needed, they killed him so he wouldn't talk. To say, "Oh, this guy came to me and asked for it." But why? I don't know.
Most expensive children's clothes store in Santa Esperanza, issued yesterday.
Okay.
Kulikov, the most versatile vodka in the world.
So no key. Safe. Damn it, I don't know the code. Wait, can I check anything else out? What's this? Mr. Venkov, I changed the safe code with last night winner. Don't worry about the men, they can't read. To last night's winner. To last night's winner. It's a 3-digit number. Well, there's only 1,000 possibilities from 000 all the way to 999. We can be here all night. But let me see if there's a clue somewhere. To last night's winner. Is that all that I'm going to find in here? Probably. I wonder if... Nah. I was going to say, I wonder if... Wow, it's going to let us come out here? Don't forget, there's the masked dude is still on board this ship, or this submarine. And I have a feeling he's going to use that chainsaw. Cages for people, man. What a world.
Based on what I got out of Ivankov and these pieces of evidence, I guess he's a human trafficker. Is there evidence that proves Ivankov was trafficking in humans?
Well, let me collect a little bit more evidence. This chainsaw, I don't know what it... I assume it was used on people, unfortunately.
They invented these less than 20 years ago to make life easier for lumberjacks. I wonder how long it was before the mob was using them for their own ends. This is fresh blood, not more than a day old.
That's a shame.
Dried blood. Been there a while.
So they used this several times.
Marks left by the chainsaw, no doubt.
And then what do they put in here? Animals? Kids? They're all numbered.
The marks seem to have been made by teeth, although I can't be sure.
These are smaller cages, so...
Animal fur.
Okay, then it's animals.
Just a number.
Yeah, I know.
Bullet casings. He probably shot at whatever was in the cage.
Just a number. Oh, there we go.
I think they tried to clean up urine stains with some kind of powerful cleaning product made with ammonia.
So... they're hauling illegal animals? I don't know. But these look like these are for people. Which is unfortunate. Hair?
A cross painted by hand in blood. Was it the prisoner's own hand and their own blood?
Well, it could just be an X.
Sickening
Doesn't
smell,
look like a cross.
revolting stains. This was a toilet for whoever was locked up here. The diameter of these shackles is pretty conclusive. Wrists or ankles?
Probably ankles.
There's still some water and the food hasn't dried out completely. This cage was occupied recently.
Let's check the next cage.
I think it says Abdelkader, the owner of the biggest prostitution ring in Santa Esperanza.
Yeah, of course it'd be an Arab, or a person with an Arab's name. Probably using that oil money.
3 Ks. Holy Christ.
Oh, so these were the people, like, okay, so we know Abdelkader asked for, so they probably had who he wanted in here, and then the KKK, they said they had wanted a white man, so they probably had that person in there. I don't know if they torture them for pleasure. It looks like it. Okay, yeah, it does.
Jesus.
That's disgusting. That is horrible. And I guarantee this isn't that far off. I bet stuff like this happens in the world. Which is very unfortunate. Because people have so much given to them so quickly that all their desires are full, and then there's nothing left to get that, I guess social high, if you will. So this is just a list. Yeah, I mean, was the weight of the girl 167 pounds, and then the weight of the guy 213 pounds? I don't know. Were they weighing the people over here? What the hell goes on this submarine, man? I don't want to look at the board until I have all the evidence.
My God, what is this?
They dragged the body off, and they didn't do a good job cleaning it up. They got the hose right here. They run out of water? I mean, they're underwater.
Bloody paw prints. Made by dogs, most likely.
Bloody
The boots that left these
print?
prints were fairly new, to judge by the clean outline of the sole.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that. That's nice. That's very detective-like of you. Barefoot.
Bloodstains trampled by the bare feet of at least 4 different people.
It's got to be the people who were bleeding. Oh boy. I am not liking what I'm finding.
Looks like a scoreboard. Some of the competitors have letters and a number.
Oh,
But
the
towards
winner.
the end, there are others that only have a number.
Oh, a tournament. Apollo. Okay, but what's Apollo's number? Apollo. 4970. That's 4 digits, though. So if Apollo is the winner, what 3-digit number is assigned?
Ivankov said
Paper.
he dreamt of becoming a boxer. Did his dreams come true down here?
Oh, so were they having a boxing
Leather's
tournament?
ripped, torn by teeth.
I think somebody fights to the death, or I don't know.
There's more than blood on here. There's chunks of brain.
So let me try this now. Humans. This, right?
Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like trash.
No, okay. How about
Shackles
this?
the right size for wrists and ankles. A bucket that contained excrement.
And then food.
Recent
Okay.
traces of food and drink. No doubt about it. There were people in these cages.
Okay, so
The
that's
size of the
constant.
shackles,
Okay.
the troughs for food and drink, and the buckets for waste prove it. can I prove that the people held here were sold?
This right here.
According to Ivankov's register, not all his merchandise is accepted by the customer. A scoreboard, like a knockout tournament.
No, I don't think this is, There might be something else in the office.
A scoreboard, like a...
Yeah, I didn't think so. I think I might be missing something in the office. Yeah, I think I have to go back to that office. So Apollo is the winner. Was he assigned like a 3-digit number? Let me look at this again. $209. Let me try that. So did they just like bet on people fighting to the death? I don't know what's going on. I don't know why that would... Because then I don't know what the chainsaw does. I don't know where that comes in as. Let's try 209. That worked? Yep. There's the key to the cargo thing.
Bingo.
Am I missing anything else? Anything. Well, if I am, it's probably in that, I forgot the name of that word. Or the name of that word. The name of that thing. The word for that thing. A trailer, maybe? How about, is some on the table that I can look at? No? Alright, so let's go over there. I'm kind of afraid to open this. I think it was locked for a reason. Maybe this is the winner of the tournament. Someone in there. Oh my god, I don't want to walk in there. Okay, light. Yay. Is it empty?
The giant container has been used to hold children. Was Sophia Capone held in the container?
I think so. What's in the box? What's in the box? Dirty clothes?
Doesn't look like the dress Capone said Sophia was wearing.
Maybe it belongs to other kids.
Boy's underwear. Dirty.
Because he was afraid.
Well, Sophia was wearing a blue dress with flowers that I personally ordered for her from Italy. She was also wearing white ballet shoes with daisies embroidered on them.
Well, there's no dress. I guess that's a good thing.
No adult could sleep here.
Are they training kids to become
What do you
soldiers?
have to do to a child before they draw something like that?
Condition them? Oh, I think the kids, they wanted to run a rebellion. They hated... There goes the... Like, that's the masked dude. And they wanted to kill all the adults in here.
No adult could
Okay.
sleep here.
Alright, so there's nothing else. So I believe she must have been held here.
These prisoners were treated reasonably well, all things considered.
Let me see. Let me go to Sophia Capone. Location?
Cages that likely house dogs.
There we go. So Sophia Capone.
A girl's shoe identical to the one that Capone said his granddaughter Sophia was wearing. A hefty receipt for children's clothes with yesterday's...
Okay. So I don't have enough, I can't pin that to...
The forgeries belonging to Sophia Capone's
that
kidnapper.
works, that works.
A shoe, identical to the one described by Capone.
Person
and the
pretending to be
documents used by
Sophia's
the person
uncle.
pretending to be Sophia's
certain
uncle.
that she was
Make
held
it
here.
certain that she was held
Okay,
here.
that makes sense.
Sophia Capone was here, but did she get out?
Yeah, she was
Someone
bought.
paid a lot of money for a piece of merchandise that could well be Sophia Capone. According to the register, Ivankov was paid for Sophia, which means she was handed over to his customer. Sophia Capone got out of here, but did she get out alive?
Yeah.
Children's shampoo. Someone wanted them to look perfectly presentable. Towels that are still damp. A hefty receipt
okay,
for
so they
children's
cleaned her up
clothes
and bought her
with
new
yesterday's
clothes.
Date. The damp towels, the children's shampoo, and the receipt from the children's clothes shop indicate that they washed and dressed the children before taking them away.
Oh, there was more than one, okay.
I strongly doubt that they washed them just to kill them, so there is reason to believe that Sophia Capone is still alive.
I wonder if that's who we were at the beginning of the game.
The cages are labeled with letters, or names. The labels on the cages could refer to the customers who buy human merchandise from Ivankov. I base this assumption on the register, in which some of the pieces are marked as acceptable and paid for, and others are not. What does he do with the ones that are rejected?
Oh, he holds a
A
tournament.
scoreboard, like a knockout tournament. A metal table on which human bodies,
Okay, that'll go with the chainsaw.
chewed and stained with blood and body tissue. Cages that likely house dogs. With all the pieces that are rejected by his customers, Ivankov organizes fights, probably to the death, between prisoners and between prisoners and dogs. Maybe even between prisoners and his own men. What is the fate of those that lose?
There,
A
there
metal
you
table
go.
on which bodies were mutilated recently. Human bodies, dismembered and piled up like... It seems clear that those that lose in combat are hacked to pieces. Some of them while they're still alive.
Eek.
I'd say they're then thrown into the water, but there's no proof. We're done here. Let's go.
Already? I thought I'd have time to finish Act 4.
Are you doubting
No,
my
you don't.
efficiency as a detective?
That would depend on the quality of your conclusions.
Well, let me break it down to you for you. People that are trying to get purchased, but then the payments are rejected, they have fun with them.
Ivankov is a human trafficker. He has various customers who make specific requests. Slavers, imps, God knows what else.
So they're brought on board the submarine. Are they kidnapped? More than likely. Some of them are probably nobodies. But why would somebody specifically go after Al Capone's granddaughter? Did her dad do
He
something?
kidnaps them and puts them in these cages, shackling them and feeding them like animals until he's ready to complete the order. When he has enough, or maybe when the designated day comes around, his customer comes here and decides which of his catches are satisfactory and which are not. What does he do with the rejects? For many people, this would be a problem, but not for Ivankov. Like a true boxing fan, he organizes fights between the failed candidates. Bloody tournaments, possibly to the death.
It's not even just boxing at that point. It's just fights. No rules.
I'm sure his men place bets, and that the whole sick spectacle, like the Roman circus, helps keep morale high.
That makes sense.
As in the circus, it's not just people that fight. There are animals too. In these cages, Ivankov kept dogs. He forces the survivors to fight them, wearing boxing gloves, until the dogs tear them apart. And if anyone survives, Ivankov's own men finish the job.
There's no winning. Once you're on board this ship,
leads us
this
to the next
submarine.
problem. What does Ivankov do with the bodies? Easy. He cuts them up on this table, one by one, alive even, if they had the bad luck not to die in the arena. And then, I don't know. Maybe he throws them overboard, but that's always risky. Maybe if we interrogate him when he wakes up, he can tell us more.
That's just so
But that's
horrendous.
not what really interests us. What really interests us is what's inside, or what was inside this container. In recent weeks, Ivankov has kidnapped 9 children for an anonymous client who pays him a fortune for each one of them. The most expensive item of all has been given the initials SC. Our Sophia, as proved by one of her shoes, which I found in there.
Kid giving them the finger.
Today, or possibly last night, the customer took delivery of the children and paid in full. Before this, Ivankov bought them new clothes and gave them a shower. Why would he do that? Is it to sell them into adoption in wealthy families? I very much doubt it, but I can't figure out another reason.
Child sacrifice.
What I do think
for what
is
we
that
saw
his
at the beginning of the
client
game.
doesn't want to leave loose ends. I think he forced him to get rid of the rest of his prisoners.
The rest of the kids? No, it couldn't have been because the receipt with all those clothes.
Fights yesterday, dismembered the combatants, and even killed all the dogs.
And no, I'm not sadder about the dogs
You
dying than the
joking?
people.
No.
Oh, man. Ah, let's take this piece of shit to Capone.
And let him throw him off the
What?
Hindenburg again?
They're
No.
old friends. I'm sure Alphonse will be happy to.
Out of the question. You saw what he did to Burke. You want him to do it again? Want us to lose another witness? Christ, 20 years ago, I let a child murderer slip through my fingers. I won't let that happen again. What if the 2 cases are related?
You might be thinking a little bit too much into this, Ness.
Not gonna persuade you, am I?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I knew he was gonna punch me. Knocked me out, and now he's taking the Russian dude to Alfonsi. All of that, I did all of the work just so he can get the answers and go back to Capone like, look, boss, I got the guy who was responsible for it. So now I don't know what okay, I'm probably just gonna wake up into. I don't really even want to see what's gonna happen right now. But I'm probably. I don't know if Milton took me off of the submarine. Hopefully he does. He's strong enough to carry both of us. The Russian dude's not that big. And please don't leave me on board with the masked guy. But he's going to take the Russian guy to Al Capone. I don't know what's going to happen to me because I can't see what's going on. I have a feeling I'm going to wake up, hopefully not on the submarine, but we are going to find out what's going to happen in the next video. So thank you all to those who came to check out my video, for watching my video. I appreciate all the views, notoriety I can get. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and as always, take care and God bless.